A Princess Christmas. Princess Ebony sat alone in the grand palace, surrounded by gold coins that gleamed like tiny stars under the candlelight. 147, 148, her fingers moving with the precision of someone who had spent her entire life counting, measuring, and hoarding. Her mind, like her treasury, was closed off to anything beyond the walls of her wealth. "What could you possibly want?" Ebony snapped, her voice sharp as a winter wind. A small, nervous servant stepped in, clutching a simple box of coins. We're collecting donations for the poor, Princess Ebony. Would you like to help?" Ebony's eyes narrowed, a hint of disbelief in her gaze. "You think this is some kind of place for handouts? This is the palace, not a charity house." She waved dismissively. "Now leave my sight." The servant bowed and retreated, footsteps echoing down the empty hallway. Ebony muttered under her breath, brushing imaginary dust from her elegant sleeves. All these people asking for handouts. Can't they work for their money like everyone else? She returned to her coins, counting, recounting, as if gold could protect her from the cold ache of human need. Later, a timid young maid named Bobby approached, her hands trembling slightly as she clutched a broom. "Miss, if I may," she began. Ebony's gaze, sharp as ice, met hers. "You may not," she said flatly. But Bobby continued, her voice small yet determined. "The children in this kingdom look to the castle for care during the winter months. It would be encouraging if you showed them your support." Ebony laughed, a cold, hollow sound. "It would be encouraging if you showed some drive to finish your tasks before the new year," she replied. But Bobby, persistent, added, "Tomorrow is Christmas. I hoped I might leave early, to celebrate with my mother. She's very sick." Ebony's eyes narrowed further. "You thought wrong. Finish your tasks, then clean the fireplace. I want the chimney swept before nightfall. No bonus, no extra money. You barely deserve what you earn. Now leave." Bobby bowed and retreated, a shadow of worry following her. Ebony leaned back, satisfied, her heart as cold and unyielding as the marble floors beneath her. The palace quieted, and Tim, the loyal steward, entered with tea. "Your evening tea, ma'am," he said softly. Ebony waved him away. "You're dismissed." Tim hesitated. Years of anger, disdain, and selfishness can wear on a person. Who knows what may become of you? Ebony's laugh was sharp. "Who cares?" "Happy Christmas Eve, ma'am," Tim said, retreating. Ebony sipped her tea, oblivious to the warmth beyond the walls of her self-made prison. Then, suddenly, the familiar glow of the fairy godmother appeared. "Happy Christmas Eve, Princess Ebony," she said gently. Ebony, startled, pushed her chair back. "Fairy godmother, I haven't seen you since I was a little girl. You've built a life wanting for nothing. I had no reason to visit until now," the godmother replied. Ebony scoffed. "Then why are you here?" "You are living too selfishly. Tonight, 3 spirits will visit you." "I don't want them," Ebony said, folding her arms. "They're already on their way. Change your ways, or leave this life with regrets," the godmother said, her voice a mixture of warning and kindness. The first spirit arrived, the ghost of Christmas present. "You will see what is wrong in your life," it said. Suddenly, Ebony was whisked away, standing in a small, humble cottage. "This place, it's sad," Ebony whispered. The ghost shook its head. "It isn't sad. Look closer." Through the doorway, she saw Bobby, laughing softly with her sick mother nearby. Tim, another servant, had secretly paid for the medicine Bobby's mother needed. Ebony's chest tightened. She remembered denying Bobby help, how blind she had been, how selfish. I want to see her get her medicine," she whispered, her voice barely audible. The ghost of Christmas present smiled softly. "Now you see. The heart matters more than the coin." Then the ghost of Christmas past arrived, pulling Ebony into shadows of memory. She was back in a ballroom, younger, radiant, standing beside Prince B. "We cannot marry," he said gently. "You love money more than people." Ebony's heart broke. She remembered the warmth, the laughter, the love she had turned away. "I loved him. I loved him more than anything," she whispered. The ghost only nodded. The truth was clear. Finally, the ghost of Christmas future appeared. Ebony saw herself alone, unloved, her life cold and empty. Whispering voices said, "To the late Princess Ebony, may she never feel warmth again." "Do they hate me so much?" she cried, falling to her knees. I loved money more than people. I never want to be her again." Morning came, spilling light into the palace. Ebony awoke with a racing heart. "Christmas morning," she gasped. She hurried to Tim. "Take the week off. Buy yourself something nice. On me." Next, she went to Bobby. "This is for your mother," she said, placing a bag of medicine in her hands. "And your Christmas bonus. It's long overdue." Bobby's tears spilled freely. "What happened to you?" she asked. "I looked at myself," Ebony said softly, "and I decided to change." Bobby smiled. "Would you spend Christmas with us?" Ebony felt warmth she hadn't known in years. "I would be honored," she replied. And so Princess Ebony learned that true wealth is measured not in coins, but in kindness, generosity, and love. Christmas, she discovered, is about opening the heart and giving it freely. The palace was quiet, but inside, a new joy had begun to bloom. Princess Ebony smiled, knowing that the greatest gift of all was the change within herself.